Okay, Betty, go ahead, Betty. Turn on your webcam, con. Phước, turn on your webcam. Thank you. Michelle, show your face, con. Thank you. Okay. Betty, are you there? Unmute, con. Betty, what happened? Unmute.
The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle.
No. Say Namo fundamental teacher 3 times.
Namo fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom that thus comes one true and actual meaning.
Thank you. Very nice. Thank you. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Oh. All right, Arian, do number 1, go.
The great merciful Lord, for the good of all living beings, practiced all perfections and attained supreme enlightenment. By these words of truth, may joyous victory be mine.
Okay, good. Okay. Sophia. Sophia.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was unmuted. Sorry. He who enhanced the happiness of the Sakyas, who was victorious at the foot of the Bodhi tree. Likewise, may there be victory for me, and may I ever be blessed.
Very nice, very nice. Michelle.
I revere the Buddha, highest pure and best form ever, beneficial to gods and men. By the Buddha's glory safely, may all obstacles and suffering cease.
Good. Make sure you guys turn on your webcam, please. Thank you. Demi.
I revere the Dhamma, highest jewel and best balm that cools down the heat. By the power of the Dhamma, safely may all obstacles and fears cease.
That's good, Tom. Thank you. Make sure you turn on the webcam. I can see you. Thank you. Brooke, turn on your webcam, Ron.
I revere the Sangha, highest jewel and best balm worthy of offerings, worthy of hospitality. By the power of that Sangha safely, may all obstacles pass, and may all my diseases be cured.
That's great. Kathleen, you read 6 and 7 together. Kathleen?
Whatever diverse precious jewels there be in this universe, there is no jewel equal to the Buddha. By this truth, let me be prosperous.
Read the next one.
Whatever diverse precious jewels there be in the universe, there is no jewel equal to the Dhamma. By this truth, let me be prosperous.
Okay. All right. Catherine, Catherine, do the 8 and 9 together.
Whatever diverse precious jewels there be in the universe, there is no jewel equal to the Sangha. By this truth, let me be prosperous. There is no other refuge for me. The Buddha is my matchless refuge. By these words of truth, may joyous victory be mine.
Okay, that's good. Serena, turn on your webcam, con. Okay, Serena, 10, number 10.
There is no other refuge for me. The Dhamma is my matchless refuge. By these words of truth, may joyous victory be mine.
Okay, next one. Serena.
There is no other refuge for me. The Sangha is my matchless refuge. By these words of truth, may joyous victory be mine.
Your brother and sister there?
They're joining.
They joining? Are they with you or they on different
Different device.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right. Ethan Lam, you the top one, con. Ethan, I cannot hear you. Ethan Lam, can you hear me? Yeah, read the top one. I could not hear you. Okay, what you can do, if you cannot, I cannot hear you, what you can do, look now, you see the bottom with the mic, right, the mid, you click on the up arrow and you select the audio section setting, click on that and close it, and you should be able to talk, okay? Okay, all right, let me move on. Thanh, who is Thanh con? Who is Thanh? Can you turn on your webcam, con?
Yeah.
Turn on your webcam so
I got it.
Okay, Ethan, go ahead, Ethan. Ethan, go ahead and you can read.
Wait, where? Because I just joined the second you called me. The
Okay.
second I joined, you just called me.
Okay, here, the top one.
Okay. The heroes, having defeated the evil one together with his army, mounted the seat of victory. These leaders of men have drunk the nectar of the four truths.
Okay, you can read the next one too if you want to.
May all the 28 chief Buddhas, such as Buddha Dhammakara and other noble sages, rest on my head.
Good. Now make sure keep your webcam on. Okay, Thanh, are you turn on your webcam, con? Okay. Tina, turn on your webcam and read the next two right here. Tina.
May the Buddhas rest on my head, the Dhamma on my eyes, the Sangha, the abode of all virtues, on my shoulders. May Aruta rest on my heart, Sariputta on my right, Khandana on my back, and Moggallana on my left.
Okay, that's good. Patrick, turn on your webcam, con, and read the next. Patrick, are you there, con? Catherine, call your brother. Runner.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Read this one, did you? Patrick? Patrick, can you hear me? What happened? Okay, Christina, read this too, con.
On my right ear are Nanda and Rahula. On my left are Kasyapa and Mahanama. On my back at the end of my hair sits the glorious Lord Sobita, who's radiant like the sun.
Okay, that's good. All right. Runner, read this one, con. The 7, 8.
The fluent speaker, the Lord Kumara Kasapa, the abode of virtues ever rest in my mouth. On my forehead, like tilakas, are the 5 theras: Puna, Angu, Limala, Upali, Nanda, and Savali.
Okay. All right. Phước, did I call you yet, Phước?
Yes.
Good, thank you. Okay, Kaden. Kaden? Kaden, are you there, con? Marilyn.
The other 80 Theras, noble elders, the victorious disciples of the conqueror, shining in the glory of their virtues, rest on the other parts of my body.
Christina Chiu, you read number 10 and number 11.
The jewel discourse is in my front. On my right is the discourse of loving kindness. The banner discourse is on my back. On my left is the Angulimala discourse. The protective discourse, Kanda, Mora, and Antanatia are like the heavenly vault. The others are like a rampart around me.
Good, that's good. All right, let's see. Kaden, are you there, con? Kaden? Tan, are you there? Beside that, Chu, I think I did not miss anyone, right? Did I miss anyone? Yeah? Did I miss anyone? No? I hope. All right, okay, let's do this. We do meditation and I will let you continue on learning the depression. Today, okay, what I can do, today we will have a Kahoot, I think. That's a good one. Let's do the Kahoot, okay? After this, we will do the Kahoot. All right, keep your back straight, your neck straight, close your eye, inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 1, inhale and exhale to the nose, you count 2 and keep going. Don't hold your breath, don't hold your breath. And if you see your monkey mind, do not play with them and come back to your inhale and exhale. If you lose track of your counting, start from 1. All right, 1, 2, 3, close your eye and sit still. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, all right, thank you. Ethan, Naomi, Catherine, and Kelly.
116.
Oh, wow, you 116, that's too much. Naomi, where are you gone? Catherine and Kelly?
21.
Michelle, Christina, Bo, and Christina Chiu.
18.
10, Phước, Serena, Tina.
7.
Sophia, Arian, and Betty.
14.
Nalan,
15.
Kaden, and Ratner.
22.
Phước and Han. Okay, all right. Nami, where are you? Okay, all right. So let me quickly review, and I will give you Kahoot, and I will let you watch another video. And from now on, I will let you watch the video because this video is 1 hour, but I will let you watch only 10 minutes, and I will go through that. I will explain to you piece by piece, so you can understand the detail. Okay? And and this subject is a very beautiful subject because this subject is if you understand about the depression, then you can help others as well as you help yourself. If you know how to deal with it, you can avoid a lot of mistake in the future, and you will be able to avoid the stress and depression. Okay, that's important. Okay, let me quickly here. This one we already watched the video, but now I did review so you can know. Okay, the 7 signs of the depression, that means neglecting friend and hobby. That means they no longer, they lost the pleasure from the activity usually be fun. That means they no longer enjoy those things. And they also change in the habit, sleep pattern. That means sometimes they sleep very too little. That means insomnia. They sleep too much. That means hypersomnia. Um, and then sometimes they change the in appetite. Sometimes they feel that they are unable to eat, or sometimes they eat too much. These are the signs that if you see this kind of signs right here, it means those people have the depressed. Okay. When I say that this side, that means that they usually do this thing, and that means they and the people who have low self-esteem, lack of confidence, that means do you think that the one who have lack of confidence they socialize? Can they socialize? They love to do socialize.
No, they probably won't socialize.
They will isolate from the society, right? They call it isolation, okay? Because they feel very low, right? They don't feel, they don't have confidence for themselves. Whatever they do, they fail, right? And they think that and that means they're afraid to see other people. And you know what? Decrease in the hygiene. That means personal care. That means brush our teeth, take a shower, or personal stuff. That means they cannot be able to take care of themselves. Okay. Sometimes a person is maybe they do not take a shower for a week, a few days. You know what I mean? That is the problem. You know what? People who play game too much, this also remember game also the factor of the depression. If the person who play game too much, they will end up in the isolation. They will end up in the mood it keep changing very quickly, right? Their mood always change. So easily for them to get depressed. And usually they do not care much about themselves, the personal care. They decrease for those things. Okay? Irritability, that means they have very negative feeling and they feel very annoying on the small thing. Okay, they easily get angry for sure. And remember, the flat emotion, it means that sometimes the person who doesn't feel happy, who need a happy feeling, no sad feeling, they call the flat emotion. Okay, that is the flat emotion, right? So if they in this mode for a long time, it means they are depressed. Okay, let me go through here and remember, manage your stress. I think I let you watch this thing already, right? Okay, I will let you do the Kahoot. How about that? Let's do the Kahoot. Let's see how good you are. Hi, Ethan, you ready? All right, let's do the Kahoot together. I think Kahoot is very easy, not tough. It's very simple. But I want to see where you are, and before I continue teaching you, okay? Okay. Okay, get ready to join. Everyone, please do. Don't be shy. 3695200. The pin number is 3695200. Don't be shy and just try to join and try your best. All right, don't worry about you get a wrong answer. No, don't worry. They just test your wisdom, your intelligence. Get it? All right, Darren, Phước, and everyone, Joy, Ratna, okay, thank you. Ratna, you do good. Christina Chiu, Christina Võ,
Hi.
Tina,
Hi.
yeah.
Can you give me a quick sec? I don't know if this is gonna kick me out of the meeting, but I'm gonna try to use my Wi-Fi because it's pretty slow.
Your Wi-Fi is low. Okay, you can rejoin it. Don't worry. So you want me to remove your name or what? You want to rejoin? Is that what you said?
Actually, never mind. Never mind.
Never mind. Okay, never mind. Thank you.
The
All
Wi-Fi
right.
I'm using is the best one. So.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. You are a very smart boy. Kathleen, Catherine, Marilyn, Michelle. Don't be afraid. Demi, what happened to you, con? Demi. Okay, join the Kahoot, con.
Oh, I went to go do something and I went to the bathroom.
Are you ready to join the Kahoot?
Yeah, I'll take a picture of the code.
Okay, let me give you the number. You can join. The pin number is 3695200. Okay, hurry up. Right. Good. Anyone missing? Anyone? Kaden, where are you, Con? Kaden. Okay, all right. I think it's about time. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Multi-select. What are the signs of the depression? Simple, easy. Wow. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm lagging.
Way to go. Keep going. Multi-select. What are the signs of depression? Wow. We like this. Really good job, then. All right. Let's see. Keep going. Keep going. Multi-selection. What are the signs of depression? Okay, all right, sorry. Wow, keep it up, keep it up. Wow, what are the signs of the depression? Wow, okay, that's good. Multi-select. What is stress? Multi-select. How do we manage our stress?
I think I might know the answer.
You know the answer?
Knew it.
You know it? Wow, good boy. How do we manage our stress? Wow, things changing quickly. But hey, you're doing good. Keep it up, keep it up. How do we manage our stress? Wow, congratulations. All right. All right. Congratulations. Keep it up, keep it up. All right. Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do here, I will let you see the video, and I will every week I will teach you. I will let you what maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I will walk you through every single step, so you can understand the depression. And the depression we are learning here, I keep repeating over and over again, so you will be able to remember and you will be able to understand. So don't be afraid, okay? So I will make things simple for you so you can learn. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Where is this is the video. Let me see. Okay. All right. Japan. This is one of the very good.
Look at this.
This is one of the good psychologists here.
94% of people believe
professional.
company culture is important to an organization.
That's the first time a person realizes can do the volume of information.
All right. Christina Chiu, can you pay attention to here and summarize the whatever we watch? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, God.
Well, that was a very nice introduction. Thank you. I want to say I'm very grateful for arranging this program, this idea of his of bringing psychology.
You're not screen sharing.
Most important.
I'm not sharing. Okay. All right. Sorry, my fault. Okay, let me do that. Thank you for your raising voice. Beautiful. Can you see that?
As psychologists can do, the volume of information is so great.
He have, I think it's 40-year experience in the psychologist. He is very professional. Okay.
And the quality of information has improved so markedly over time. There's a lot to share, and we have a relatively short time this evening, but I hope to give you a lot of good perspective about things that matter the most in learning to manage depression. So let me say I will be speaking for roughly 45 minutes.
Okay, this one right here, how to recover from depression. Okay, I give you the background. Depression is the #1 mental disorder disease in the world right now. And the people who have a lot of depression, they will lead them to commit suicide. Okay, this happens a lot right now. So you will watch this, and this is very important for you, even though you are very young right now, but if you be able to understand this, you can avoid a lot of problems in the future. Okay.
Or so, and then I will open it up to questions. Let me start with a story and get you thinking about this topic. When I was a young psychologist back in 1829, my first job was working in a psychiatric facility, and I was the admissions person. It was my job to admit new patients to the unit. Now, this is a locked facility. People aren't getting locked up because they're doing well. They're not really doing very well at all. And so my job was to interview them, find out why they were there, what was going on in their lives, what the expectation was for their hospitalization, what medications they were on, what the treatment plan was, all those kinds of things. Now, I'm young, I'm inexperienced, and for me to have the opportunity to interview many hundreds of people in a relatively short period of time turned out to be pivotal in all the things I'm going to talk to you about tonight. I would interview people who had been through the worst experiences that you can imagine. People who had been raped, tortured, mutilated. People who had fled their homelands literally with the bullets whizzing past their head. People who lost their entire family in one fell swoop in a plane crash or a car crash. People who had suffered the worst adversities you could possibly imagine. And when I would interview these people, it was easy to appreciate why they were broken, why they were so despairing, why they had given up on life. That was, of course, an interesting lesson, to say the least. The compassion, the empathy was very easy. But what fascinated me clinically, that has every bit of relevance to what we're going to talk about tonight, when I interviewed people who had been through these horrific experiences, people who probably should have been depressed, but they weren't. And I wanted to know Why not? What is it about the way that these people are coping that somehow serves to insulate them against depression? So it gave rise to the 4 research questions that have guided my career now for more than 40 years. Think about your answers to these questions because we're going to talk about them. The first question was, are there skills that people have that serve to insulate them? Very interesting. When you ask people directly, gee, anybody who had been through your circumstances would be depressed. You're not. Why not? And people would give me these very insightful answers like, I don't know. Or they would say, well, I guess it's just luck of the draw, or I guess it's good genetics. But they couldn't really give me any insight into that. They're just living it. They're just being who they are, doing what they're doing. So as a young researcher, interviewing people and asking a million questions, slight exaggeration, and you find out that they like murder mysteries and they like taking walks in the park and they like playing with their kids and grandkids and they like ice cream and they like all kinds of things. And there I am trying to figure out, so what is it? Well, we've answered that question now. It's the ice cream. If only it were that simple. So starting to identify what patterns are present in the way this person thinks about things, in the way they define problems, in the way that they define their relationships, what are they doing in there? What emerged from that were, with great clarity, were certain patterns of self-organization. Keep that phrase in mind, patterns of self-organization. Then the question became, okay, if I think I have a handle on what's going on with these folks, what we can learn from them, it leads to the second question. Can we say that these skills that these people have are in fact learnable? Are they teachable? Isn't this what the purpose of therapy is to help people acquire these skills that are not intuitive for them, that are intuitive for these other people? And the third question became the salient research question. Can we prove scientifically, empirically, that when people are taught these particular skills, that it makes a difference, that it reduces their level of depression, reduces the frequency of depression, reduces their vulnerability to relapses, reduces the impact on the people around them? This is one of the things about depression. It doesn't just affect the individual sufferer. One of my recent books is called Depression is Contagious, and not in a viral sense, not in a bacterial sense, but in a social sense. What is it about depression that is so easily transmitted to kids of depressed parents? If you're the child of a depressed parent.
Can you hear clear, everyone, Sophia? Can you hear clear? Oh.
Are you sharing the sound?
Oh, you cannot hear it?
I can hear it, but are you sharing the sound?
How come you don't raise your voice? Oh, my goodness.
I can hear it, but it isn't like very clear.
Your likelihood of suffering depression is 3 to 6 times greater than if you are the child of a depressed parent.
Right now it's okay or not okay? Okay, hold on. Let me figure out. Okay, let me turn on the volume.
Hey,
just having a depressed parent is a massive risk factor, not a small one.
When you share the screen, did you also click sharing the sound too?
Do they have that option?
Yeah, when you click the share your screen button, at the bottom, like on the bottom, it has like a little box.
Okay, thank you. I did not know that. Thank you. I did not know.
The video audio would be
a big
clear.
one.
Yeah.
So can we prove that by people acquiring...
It's good now.
Okay, I just learned today. Okay, let's replay this.
When I was a young psychologist back in 1829, my first job was working in a psychiatric facility, and I was the admissions person. It was my job to admit new patients to the unit. Now, this is a locked facility. People aren't getting locked up because they're doing well. They're not really doing very well at all. And so my job was to interview them, find out why they were there, what was going on in their lives, what the expectation was for their hospitalization, what medications they were on, what the treatment plan was, all those kinds of things. Now, I'm young, I'm inexperienced, and for me to have the opportunity to interview many hundreds of people in a relatively short period of time turned out to be pivotal in all the things I'm going to talk to you about tonight. I would interview people
Pay attention,
who
guys.
had
Pay
been
attention.
through the worst experiences that you can imagine. People who had been raped, tortured, mutilated. People who had fled their homelands literally with the bullets whizzing past their head. People who lost their entire family in one fell swoop in a plane crash or a car crash. People who had suffered the worst adversities you can possibly imagine. And when I would interview these people, it was easy to appreciate why they were broken, why they were so despairing, why they had given up on life. That was, of course, an interesting lesson, to say the least. The compassion, the empathy was very easy. But what fascinated me clinically, that has every bit of relevance to what we're going to talk about tonight, is when I interviewed people who had been through these horrific experiences, people who probably should have been depressed, but they weren't. And I wanted to know, why not? What is it about the way that these people are coping that somehow serves to insulate them against depression? So it gave rise to the 4 research questions that have guided my career now for more than 40 years. Think about your answers to these questions because we're going to talk about them. The first question was, are there skills that people have that serve to insulate them? Very interesting. When you ask people directly, gee, anybody who had been through your circumstances would be depressed, you're not. Why not? And people would give me these very insightful answers like, I don't know. Or they would say, well, I guess it's just luck of the draw, or I guess it's good genetics. But they couldn't really give me any insight into that. They're just living it. They're just being who they are, doing what they're doing. So as a young researcher, interviewing people and asking 1,000,000 questions, slight exaggeration, and you find out that they like murder mysteries, and they like taking walks in the park, and they like playing with their kids and grandkids, and they like ice cream, and they like all kinds of things. And there I am trying to figure out, so what is it? Well, we've answered that question now. It's the ice cream. If only it were that simple. So starting to identify what patterns are present in the way this person thinks about things, in the way they define problems, in the way that they define their relationships, what are they doing in there? And what emerged from that was, with great clarity, were certain patterns of self-organization. Keep that phrase in mind, patterns of self-organization. So then the question became, okay, if I think I have a handle on what's going on with these folks, what we can learn from them, it leads to the second question. Can we say that these skills that these people have are in fact learnable? Are they teachable? Isn't this what the purpose of therapy is to help people acquire these skills that are not intuitive for them, that are intuitive for these other people? Then the third question became the salient research question. Can we prove scientifically, empirically, that when people are taught these particular skills, that it makes a difference, that it reduces their level of depression, reduces the frequency of depression, reduces their vulnerability to relapses, reduces the impact on the people around them. This is one of the things about depression. It doesn't just affect the individual sufferer. One of my recent books is called Depression is Contagious, and not in a viral sense, not in a bacterial sense, but in a social sense. What is it about depression that is so easily transmitted to kids of depressed parents? If you're the child of a depressed parent, your likelihood of suffering depression is 3 to 6 times greater than if you are the child of a non-depressed parent. Just having a depressed parent is a...
Okay, good enough. Christina, go ahead.
The 3 questions, oh, sorry. The 4 questions he asked, we only got to 3 of them, but they are, sorry. The first one is, are there skills that people have that serve to insulate them against depression? Which means, is there a common ground that everyone has to help them fight against depression? And the question number 2 is, are those skills identifiable, learnable, and teachable? Which means, can we reflect those skills to other people to help them fight against depression? And the third one, we didn't get to the 4th one, but the third one is, can we prove scientifically that when people learn these skills, that it makes a difference? Which means, does those skills that everyone who was trying to fight against depression have, will it actually help to fight against depression?
Yeah. So he was when he was very young, right? He had just got out from school, I guess, and he got the first job, and he have a good opportunity, very good opportunity, that he was assigned a job that he had to interview about few hundred people, right? Who are the one that he interviewed? You know who are they? You know who are they? Sophia?
People who have gone through tragic events.
Yeah. But where are they? Where are they at that time? They are in the lock facility. You know what is the lock facility? Good. In the nursing home, right? What they do is they also have the people who will stay there to rehab. That means to to regain the health. And there are certain people that they have mental problems and they cannot be able to control themselves. So they will be put into the locked facility. That means they won't allow to go out. You understand? That we call the locked facility. It means the people who have the mental problem due to whatever, most of them maybe the depression they have. That's why they got the mental problem, and they've been locked in the facility. And he, the one who go to and interview every single one of them to understand what kind of thing that they encounter in their life that put them in this condition. Do you understand? And what kind of medication they take. And so he been, you know what, he the first, he just graduated, and he just, he very lucky that he been put into this position that to interview many people like this, to understand the way that the depression works. This is so important. If we are lucky that when we, let's say that later on you graduate from your whatever the major you are learning, and you lucky enough to work for the project that it will impact the rest of your life, right? Because the way he interviewed the more couple hundred people, that impact on him for the rest of his life, right? And that's why he understands the depression so well, very well. And what kind of pattern the depressed people is in. And he can be able to identify all those things. And that's what he going to tell us in this video. You understand? We will learn from his experience for many years. And that's why he be able to put all the thing together and give us the explanation. So the question here, if he lay out the 4 questions, the first one is, if we teach them the skill, right? Can those skills be able to help the depression people to fight against the depression? Yeah. What do you think? It should, because what we do is, when usually, you know what make the people depressed? Do you know what make the people depressed? Who know? Anyone? Look, you want to try it? Arian, Sophia, you want to try it? Okay. The important here is, he said, and a lot of times the people depressed because the way they think, the way they feel, okay? The way they think and the way they feel. That's important. For example, if they something happened in the past, right? It's negatively. They always holding on those negative events. Is that a good thing? No. So if something happened, it's similar to that event, it will trigger that event, right? And the mind will automatically hold on to that event. And that's why it will make the people suffer and make the people depressed. Does that make sense?
Yes, and there's 1 minute left.
Oh my goodness, thank you very much for your kindness. And the people, and also about the feeling, right? They always based on their negative feeling, right? And they make the decision. Is that a good thing to base on your negative feeling to make the decision? Never. And depressed people always do that. So later on, I will explain more. So this is important. Yes, when we teach them something to reverse this kind of pattern, that's the goal, to help them to get out those traps, and they can get out, they can be able to recover from the depression. And later on, I will teach you how to do this. We will learn a lot about this, how to train our mind to think properly, how to train our feeling to feel properly instead of negative. Convert from negative feeling to positive feeling, convert the negative thought into the positive thought. This is the psychology. Does that make sense? This is important. I can teach you guys on those things. Combined with the Western psychology, with the Buddhist psychology, you will learn how to deal with this thing and you will understand it. Okay? All right, let's do this one. All right, thank you. We finish this thing. Thank you. All right. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Serena, go ahead, read it. Serena, are you there? Okay. Demi, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, read May Every Living Being.
May every living being our minds as one and radiant with light share the fruits of peace, with heart of goodness luminous and bright. The people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity. May their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night, because our hearts are one. this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
All right, thank you. All right, I wish that you guys pay attention to the teaching. So the benefit you get from this teaching topic is unbelievable. And it will help your future better. You have a better future when you have a proper thinking and proper, you know how to deal with your feeling. Yeah? All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Nam mô Di Đà Bà con. Nam mô Di Đà Bà.
Nam mô Phật Thầy Cảm ơn Thầy.
Cảm ơn
Phật Thầy Cảm ơn Thầy.
I'm gonna be joining this more.
Okay.